Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to Synergy One Games. I am your host today, T. Brandon, bringing you some more how-tos on DC Universe. Now, today I'm going to be showing you guys what to do next when you reach level 30. When you're a new player and you do the levels from 1 to 30, going throughout the world and stuff like that, and you get to that point, and you're like, what is next? What's next? What do I do? So, here, this is a video for what to do next. So pretty much let's get to the start. And the first things you want to do is you're going to get certain boards after. So one of the things you want to do is you're going to get an on duty and you want to go here to one players. You're going to have one players, two players, four players, eight players. Arenas PvP and Legends PvP, we'll talk about those for right now. This is about PvE, not PvP. So and these are certain events, like right now, the sewer render boss event is going on right now. Those are things where you can get certain, more gear and just have a pretty good time doing that. So you're gonna have all these missions here, and then when you first get to level 30, you're gonna be pretty much into the challenge mode tier 1, tier 2, tier 3, and tier 5, 6. All those will be blocked out for you until you reach a certain level. So you'll be able to do these one players. So you just go through these one players and you do these. And in your two players, like the same thing, these are duos when you team up with either your friend or you can team up with a random person to do, duos that will get you through different challenges. And as far as alerts, you'll have alerts, all these alerts here, and each alert gives you gear and something that they call triumphs, which is pretty much used as credits or in a different game to be able to purchase your gear. You have eight players, which are pretty much raids, which gives you more triumphs and gives you better gear quality in the raids. So you team up with eight people in this, as you can see at the top, four players. So those are the first things you do. You can queue up. Now, when you're looking for, this is the watchtower, of course, because I'm a hero. The villain side is going to be a little different. I'll show you the villain side later at a later time when we, just to show you what the Hall of Doom looks like as well. But right as of right now, this is the middle. This is the central hub. So you have a couple of sides. You have over this side, this symbol right here is considered to be the magic side. And then let's just go through here the magic side real quick. Now there's tier 1 gear that you're going to be looking to get on each side. So you'll come up here. Now there's always some kind of gear in the middle of the floor, like this gear here, right here in the middle of the floor. This is tier 2 gear. So you're not going to be able to get that gear until after you reach a certain combat rating. Before you can start doing that, which pretty much what's the combat rating? Combat rating is pretty much what the kind of gear you have on. It's pretty much based on what you can buy. So if you come here, you'll have, this is the tier 1 gear on the magic side. This gear right here, if you go over to Raven, you'll be able to talk to Raven, and you'll look here, and as you can see, you see at the top of top right, you'll see these wing things. Those are called triumphs. And actually, you probably, by the time you finish your you're leveling up from 1 to 30 in the beginning, you'll probably have about 80 triumphs to be able to purchase some gear. And as you can see here, you have two sets. You have these are the chests and stuff like that. You can be able to preview it by pressing square to see how it will look on your character, and it tells you to the right how much money is it going to cost and how many triumphs it's going to cost to be able to purchase that suit. And each suit, as you can look on the left side, it'll give you stats. Now they're all red for me because I'm at the top of the game. I am a tier 6 character, so these suits are low for me. I have higher gear on already. But for you, it'll be all green, and it'll be showing you which ones you would like to, which you do. It also gets different bonus sockets, which is called mods and stuff, but we'll talk about all that later. This is just pretty much to show you where all the tier 1 gear is and what to do. You come here and you have, all the deep, as you can see here, it says requires morality hero. You'll have that, but after you finish all of the full suit, it'll go to a next section with weapons and stuff like that. You can be able to purchase weapons, and then it'll go to a next section down at the bottom where you'll see chest and stuff again, but as you can see, it says requires role healer. Now it's gonna say whatever power you have, what that other role can be. So if you have like a quantum power, you can have DPS. Like I said, everybody can be DPS, but instead of that saying healer, it's gonna say controller, and then it'll give you all the stats for being a controller gear, and for controller and stuff like that. As a healer, that's what mine says. So each one will adapt to whatever power you have. So this is the tier one magic sides gear. Over here is PvP. We'll get into that at another time when it's about PvP. But I just want to show everybody the PvE gear. Okay, so now what you want to do is you want to come back over, go back to the central hub middle, and you want to go straight across. Let's just go straight across. Straight across. Now this symbol right here is just telling you it's the tech wing side. So we're gonna go over the tech side, and here, like I said, we're gonna come across here, fly through here, and over here, as you can see, Batgirl. This is, like I was saying on the other side, how the other side had the gear. This is a tier 2 suit. Now you have to be, I believe, let's see what you have to be to remember. Having been down here so long at this thing, you have to be combat rating. Now it tells you what you have to be to get the suit. So you have to be, it's a 56 item level. I believe you have to be combat rating. Yes, here we go, up the top. It requires combat rating 43. So you have to become combat rating 43 before you can even start moving on to the tier 2 suits. But for now, I'm just showing you all the tier 1s for the beginners who just come on the game and want to know what to do next and what's the next objective. The next objective is start building up your character, getting even stronger suits. So you want to come to the tech wing and to the steel side, and pretty much all the tier 1 suit will be exact same prices. As you can see, 39, 39, 36, 33, 29. They'll all be the same. So it's pretty much on what you want to look like. Like you could say, you could press square to be able to preview what your character will look like in certain gear and pants, or you can match. Now there is something called feats. If you collect all of one gear, you'll get feats, which are kind of like which are points that go to helping building your character. But we'll do a video on skill points and traits and powers and stuff like that at another time. So now what we want to do is once you come out of the tech wing, you want to go around. So what we're going to do is we're going to go this way, and we're trying to get to the meta side. And the meta side will be where the third suit is placed for your tier 1. So here is the meta wing. As you can see, it says meta wing. You'll see the big blue ball here, then you'll know you're in a meta wing. And just like the same thing, this is the Superman's inspired tier 2 suit. So we've seen the Batman, we've seen the Superman, and then we've seen the magic side suit, which is pretty much based off of Wonder Woman. Alright, so you come over here. Now this is a PvP gear. Like I said, we'll get into that in another time. Right here, this is the Flash inspired tier 1 suit, which I think is the my favorite one out of the tier 1s. You can come here, you can view it. You get the cool electricity on your chest right here. The cool electricity coming out of your pants there on the side. You get the helmet, the shoulders with the cool electricity coming out, the hands, waist, the boots, the back. So you'll be able to view everything and just go through here. So that's pretty much what you're trying to do. So what you're going to be doing is you're going to be going to either one of those 3 places, whether you're going to be choosing each and one of these suits right here. These are the tier 1 suits you'll be starting off with, and you build up until you get into a combat rating. Now, to look at your combat rating, you go to your inventory. As you can see, I got a bunch of stuff in my inventory, but you go to your inventory and you go to stats. Now, if you go all the way down to stats, you'll see that there's a place for combat rating. As you can see, mine is very high. It's a 103 combat rating. I'm actually starting to build more because new T6 content came out, so I'm probably going to be a lot higher. When they made changes, my restoration was at over 5,000. Now I'm at 4991 because they have dropped the stats of the gear. So, but that's no big deal. I could still heal pretty well and do what needs to be done. So you'll get a combat rating here. Mine is 103, so I could pretty much get any gear piece I want to buy But as you can see, so that's just going to be your next step, guys, to be able to do. So once after you get to 30, you're going to want to build triumphs through the on duty. Going through here, make sure you do your one players, make sure you do your vaults, make sure you get all the tier 1 content done, done. Do your duos, do your 4 players, and do your 8 players. Now your 8 player you probably won't, you ain't gonna be able to do till you get to combat rating 40, as you can see there. To get to the tier 2 raids, it's just required rating is combat 40. So you have to wait till you get your combat rating up to that. And certain levels too, like Smallville, you have to be combat rating 34 to even get into it. But right away, you'll be able to do Area 51, Ace Chemicals, and Watchtower. Now, if you do your 1 through 30 the correct way, as far as getting side missions and stuff like that doing to the content, you should be able to get about maybe 3 pieces to start off with. So you might already be shooting up there for combat rating 35, between 35 and 36. You'll probably be starting off, so you'll be able to do all that tier 1 content. But yeah, that's pretty much it, guys, for all the newcomers who wants to know what to do and what's next on the list. Just make sure you once you get to 30, you look at you decide which of these 3 suits you want to pick throughout the watchtower. And yeah, you start building up triumph, start doing levels, and yeah. So pretty much that's it. Thank you guys for watching Synergy One Energy. We'll be back with more videos on DC Universe. But for now, take care, guys.